Open the goddamn gate, Vanessa! My voice cracked, raw from screaming into the intercom for the third time. Red and blue lights strobed across wet asphalt, painting everything in emergency colors, the ambulance idling 20 feet behind my pickup, the wrought iron gate that wouldn't budge, my hands white-knuckled on the steering wheel. My son wasn't crying anymore. That silence was worse than any sound I'd heard in 10 years of firefighting. Marcus, you know the community guidelines? Vanessa's voice crackled through the speaker, slow and deliberate, like she was reading from a script. After 9 p.m., all gate access requires board authorization. No exceptions. My kid's not breathing. I slammed the button again, the plastic cracking under my palm. Open it now! The system's on lockdown protocol. I can't override without proper through the bars. I could see her standing there in the guard booth, hair perfect, clipboard tucked under her arm, rain beating on her designer raincoat like she'd stepped out of a catalog shoot instead of watching a child die. The paramedic ran up to my window, face urgent. "Sir, we need through immediately, every second." I know. My throat closed. I looked at Vanessa through the gate. "Please," she folded her arms. "Perhaps if you'd followed regulations about that equipment trailer parked on community property, we wouldn't have these enforcement issues. Rules exist for a reason, Marcus." The world tilted. Behind me, through my rear window, I could see my wife Emma in the back seat, holding our 3-year-old, Liam's little body limp against her chest. Her mouth open in a scream I couldn't hear over the rain and sirens. Vanessa didn't move, didn't even blink. That's when I remembered the excavator. I'd been using it for a drainage project that afternoon, parked near the community center, keys still in the ignition because I'd planned to move it first thing tomorrow. My boots hit the pavement before I'd consciously decided to run. The paramedic shouted something. Emma's scream cut through the rain. I sprinted across the wet grass, diesel smell hitting me before I even reached the machine. The excavator sat there, massive and yellow and perfect. I climbed into the cab, hands shaking as I fired the engine. The roar drowned out everything, the sirens, the shouting, the sound of my own heartbeat hammering in my ears. The gate loomed ahead, 10 feet of ornamental iron, powder-coated black. The community's pride and joy. $47,000 installed last spring, according to the newsletter Vanessa sent out monthly. I shoved the throttle forward. The first hit sounded like the world ending. Metal screamed.